Min Min is like soulless. Sonic is soulless. Like Kazuya is soulless.
Dang.
Steve is soulless.
Min
Like
Min's hype.
That's really tough for me. Dude.
If you're too mentally weak that your placing on a ranking literally defines how you think of yourself, that's pretty pathetic in my opinion.
I like Nintendo more than the Smash community.
All right, what's up, guys? Void here with the LG boys. We have Tweek, EE, and Mars. And today we're going to be doing Smash Ultimate Spectrum. We're going to be given a prompt, and we have to decide whether we strongly disagree, agree, or strongly agree. And afterwards, we'll talk about it, try to find out who's right.
It's gonna be me. I'm usually right.
I don't agree with that. I strongly don't agree with that, actually.
He did the thing.
Oh, let's go.
The competitive meta for Smash Ultimate is in a healthy state.
I strongly disagree. It's weird how, can I do this already? It's weird how the guys who just don't really play
They're
this-
like in between. Like which one?
No, I'm
they're
agreeing.
Agree.
I'm very lightly agreeing.
This is a very interesting separation.
Weird how like the guys who go to tournaments strongly disagree. Isn't that really weird how that
Yeah,
works
it
out
is.
like
It
that?
is really weird.
Isn't that so weird?
Yeah.
When's the last tournament you've been to, big guy?
April,
And before that?
He said
February.
Damn.
But I've been to other tournaments for other games. I've seen unhealthy metas.
Yeah.
This isn't unhealthy.
You don't, all right.
It's lame, and some characters are broken, but we still have a very diverse top 8s
Maybe we
and
should
top
have went to
32s.
disagree.
No, I strongly disagree. This shit is
Maybe I should have went to disagree.
Okay, here's my logic, because I watch like everything. Like I
strongly disagree.
America, I watch everything. I think there's like a lot of lame character usage, but from what I've noticed, the majority of people using said lame characters don't particularly get too far. It's just a character specialist. So like I feel like we do see like a good variety of hype characters, like Falco's making a strong emergence. I personally don't mind Luigi. I love watching Jokers, sword characters, of course. I think like there's enough good, and then like the Shotos, like there's enough good that balances out the bad. And you kind of you don't want a meta of just like all hypeness. And I say this because literally you still want people tested. And I think them being tested through having to overcome those lame ass characters is a good thing. And it makes you root that much harder when they actually do beat it.
Dude, I had to sneeze the whole time you were talking, and I was like, please stop. Like, stop yapping.
Are you gonna sneeze?
But now it's gone. But I went through a war, man.
Okay, real quick, I do agree with you that like there needs to be like kind of villains in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people that like need to be cheered against. You know. However, that is most of the characters.
I don't
I'd
think
say-
I really have to say anything.
Yeah, I think it's about like 90% of the cast, and there are villains. So, I mean, it's healthy in the way that like, you know, it's cool to cheer for like the one or two top players that you want to see succeed, right? But, I mean, it's just they don't win that often.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Outside of Sonic and Steve, who are toxic characters to you?
Kazuya,
There's a lot.
I can't
There's
wait
a
for
lot.
my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on that side. There's a lot.
Kazuya and Aegis are like the biggest top two for me. They're just lame to watch. Actually, I think Kazuya's kind of hilarious, but in the wrong way. Like,
Okay.
and also the question is the meta, not
Yeah.
spectatorship.
Well, they're part of the meta. That's what I'm saying. Like, what is influencing your thought process on the meta? Because, like, for me, I would be the
Olimar.
opposite. I love watching Aegis.
So you're saying more of the meta is enjoyable?
Than not.
Yeah.
I think so.
Like if we're thinking of meta characters.
I think enjoyable and healthy are two different terms.
yeah.
Something can be healthy. I don't like healthy food all the time.
But
Yeah,
but
it's not
isn't
enjoyable.
Isn't my enjoyment part of fueling a healthy meta? Like, it's a meta exists to be spectated and watched, right? And
Not all the time.
No? Okay.
Maybe we don't even know the
Because
question
top levels
anymore.
of games are not always.
I might be taking it the wrong way.
Brawl was not enjoyable to watch.
I
It
disagree.
is officially my turn.
I see
in
some
terms
hype.
of like healthiness.
Keep grabbing them.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
All right, go.
The strongly disagree committee has a.
So, for a game as big as Ultimate, like 1 million characters,
80.
close. It feels like 1 billion. And I'm fine with that. I want more. But for a game as big as Ultimate, it needs to be maintained and updated, and it's not. So releasing some of these game-breaking characters and then not updating the game has proven to be a problem. Like Steve objectively has things that aren't intended, and it will never be changed because they don't update a game that needs to be like regularly maintained because it's so large.
And are those things meta?
Huh?
And are those things meta?
Yeah.
No, they're not. MLG, PMLG? What else were we talking about? Are those things meta right now?
Like things going through the blocks or like all
Oh, yeah,
the,
that's
yeah, like just the weird things that happen and like obviously the game like needs patches and updates even well like I don't want to say needs but like in my opinion it would be nice for a game as large as it is. So like I just can't say it's healthy if like we're trying to make it work with what we have but like they're not like maintaining the game or updating the game like I just can't say it's healthy if like you just release like characters that like are breaking the game to that degree and then you're just like, see ya. Like I just can't. I just don't think it's healthy. And
I don't think nerfing Zerasu is a healthy move.
that's a little different
There
than
I
what
said
was
it.
saying, but
The meme with the
Don't
guy.
get me started on nerfing characters being healthy moves.
We're both on that train, buddy.
and it just
Strong.
and then it's just opinion-wise, it's like Min is like soulless, Sonic is soulless, like Kazuya is soulless,
Dang.
Steve is soulless,
Damn,
like
it's hype.
there's base game characters that straight up ruin competitive Ultimate for me, and like that's before DLC. Like
This guy hates Fox.
I
don't you
was
think-
more thinking like
Cheek.
Sonic.
But don't you think it's impressive that we're still getting new top players? We're seeing new players reach other peaks.
No.
And
I
we
don't
have
care.
like okay, and like all right, what about like K. Rool top 8ing a A tier? That's crazy.
But it's all made up. That's all made up.
What?
It's an A tier because we said it is. Like to me, it's not a big tournament. Like
Dang, shots at France?
how like if a tournament is an A tier, but it's happened 54 times ever,
Okay.
it's not an A tier to me. Like a tournament with that level, like could happen somewhere else in the world and have happened like 10 times or less. Like how is a tournament that's borderline a monthly or a weekly a major? That conflicts.
It's the level of talent, ranked talent. That's there.
2GG sagas were majors.
We have a
And they were
criteria
practically
for a
monthly.
reason, though. You have to have a criteria.
But there wasn't like 50 2GG sagas.
I am burnt out from Smash Ultimate.
Now, I want to just preference
Damn,
this.
wait.
You didn't have to move. That's
I want to preference
No, I
this
don't know- I
because
don't know where I
I'm not
wanna
a
go.
player. I'm a spectator, and I just generally enjoy watching the competitors.
I'll move over here. Buddy.
So that's my
I don't know where
standpoint.
I
They're
am.
completely different. They're players.
I could be.
I only kind of agree. If you were strongly agreeing burnt out, I feel like you wouldn't go to all the tournaments you go to.
I don't know if I go to as much as you're suggesting. My last tournament was the Ludwig thing.
Me too.
Exactly.
But well, like there was like
And you don't go to much.
1 or 2 tournaments between them though. I don't know. You disagree? Wow, we're all in our own little thing.
I disagree.
All right. Have you given your point?
Yeah, because I'm from a spectator point of view.
Burnt
That's all I
out
can
was
say.
the phrasing, right?
Yeah. I still love watching the game in tournaments.
Burnt out.
I don't play this
I'll
game
just
enough
stick to
be
what I
burnt
said.
out.
I mean, I could be agree, but I'll just stick to what I said.
I actually think the game is really fun, which is really funny.
Yeah.
But I find that there's no incentive to play at home. So I'm burned out on more like the streaming side of it and like just doing things outside of tournaments. And I'm not going to tournaments, so I'm not playing. So I don't know. I think the game's still cool. I was really burnt out of it in 2022, but now I'm chill.
You got your needed break.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Still on it.
Lucky you. I only kind of agree. I play the game a lot. I play it at home. I play a lot of online, which is widely considered to be the worst way to play the game. So I think it's pretty understandable that I get burnt out. I go to tournaments and everyone tries to kill me at 10, and that's pretty exhausting stuff. But I do have a decent amount of fun when I do play outside of a tournament environment, so that's why I don't strongly agree.
Growing up, I used to play Smash to like try to improve until I couldn't. Like I would just play for like a minimum of like 6 or 7 hours a day. I would not sleep or eat. So the fact that I play for like maybe 10 hours a week now, I think shows that I definitely don't enjoy it as much as I used to. And I also had like a mental thing where it used to be fun and I got good and I wanted to win and it was fun. And like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe even more than that, I decided I didn't have fun with the game anymore and it was a job. And I learned to like that aspect of it. And I do like treating it as like clocking in and doing it as a job. But I do not play Smash Ultimate because I enjoy it anymore. And it's been like that for years.
Do you think
it's not like a new thing.
Do you think you had like a singular moment that like was like, yeah, I'm not liking this?
I mean, I used to wake up and have a new idea. Like, that hasn't happened in so long. And like stuff like that, like I'd just sit at home and be like, why do I not like this? Or why am I not thinking about something? Like, and I was scared that I was gonna have to stop playing, but then I kind of reframed it and learned to like, if I stream, I play for 2 hours and I stop. It's like a very specific routine and I like that, but I'm not playing for fun. You're not gonna see me down at the tournament playing everyone for fun this weekend. I'm gonna be playing tournament and then I'm gonna stop.
We should put the world's saddest song on the world's smallest violin over that whole monologue.
I know.
Like
right?
I like
My
that
heart.
I like that it's an office job. Everything else I do is for fun in my life,
You're having fun, right?
not Smash.
Having fun right now? He's having a lot of fun.
He's thinking about Yu-Gi-Oh right now.
He is.
100%.
He is. Damn, I thought about playing Ultimate this weekend. I'm kind of excited.
Ooh.
The gun spamming jokers.
Oh, there
back.
you go. All right, I like that.
I wish I mained another character in Smash Ultimate.
Ooh, that's tough for me, man. That's really tough for me. Dude. Oh, man. Oh, God.
You have a tattoo, man.
Yeah, I think.
Let's go.
Disagree. Fair.
Yeah, dude.
I think a lot of people are gonna be like, first question is like, who does EE even play?
Yeah.
Look, so I'm basically filling in. Hold on, I have to say this.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
filling in for Sonics and MK Leo. But as you all know, when it comes to MK Leo, I took a stock off him in that crew battle at Summit with Captain Falcon. So needless to say, I will be sticking with Captain Falcon.
That's what I was gonna say. Is your Falcon's raw? So
It's
you
pretty
better
nasty.
strongly disagree. I saw what you did to him.
My man.
He said, "Stomp his shit down."
Well, and I recovered.
Kavinsky, you love Diddy Kong.
Yeah.
That is your guy. You fucking
I
love
love all the Kongs. So during COVID, like I think it was rough for all Smash players, like just because we had to play online, and I made a big change. Like I've been flipping around characters for years, and Diddy Kong kind of changed everything for me because I was able to stick to something. A lot of times when I lose tournaments, I would like doubt the character I was using, and it's never happened for Diddy Kong. I've never thought about stopping with using him. So, I mean, I don't even know if I'd be able to play Ultimate because I just talked about how much I hate the game, but I love Diddy Kong. So, yeah, there's no way I'd main anyone else. As much as I say I could do it with someone else, I would never.
I think Xerxes sick. That's really all there is to say about it. She's a super freaking cool character, man. She flips a lot. She jumps a lot. She's very fast. Those are all things I like.
Yeah.
Even though it's like a high-key abusive relationship where she just don't be doing what I ask ever. It sucks. Maybe not.
This is
in
kind of a
context,
wholesome
but-
moment. When will you ever see us say some of these things about our favorite character?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna ruin it.
I know, dude. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for
No,
whatever
I
you have to
just
say.
hate watching other skillless players pilot what they're doing, and I'm like, you're not even good. Like, genuinely.
Well, you're
And
watching like other Sheiks and
No.
Pichis?
When I watch people play the game,
Oh, okay.
Because you don't play those characters.
because I don't play those characters.
Yeah.
So when I play a character, I'm like, damn, I actually have to like figure this stuff out. I watch other people play. I'm like, you're actually not thinking.
Yeah.
I even watch top players nowadays. I'm like, you guys are not good.
Yeah,
but
dude,
when I'm playing, I'm like, it's just a lot harder. I also just think it sucks that I actually like Pichu a lot. I think Pichu is super duper hype, but that character just sucks. Character is not designed to work well. However, Pichu's having a renaissance. Pichu's doing a lot better this year, but that character is not intended to be good.
Yeah.
And I think
I like that.
as much as I do like mesh well with Sheik and like find out a lot of more techie stuff, if I had to give I think Pichu's a lot more fun in this game, but Pichu's Pichu, man.
He's a meme character, dude. He should never be good.
Sure, man. Just wait till I start making Zero Suit memes, buddy.
Player rankings for Smash Ultimate are important.
Easy.
There's like a middle of the road here.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
don't
gonna go with
know.
agree.
Are they important? I mean, no, I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna be different.
All right, I'll start. I need Smash players to be able to get a paycheck. Ranking is the easiest way to do that. Ranking is also the easiest way to get eyes on you, to just help you grow your brand. So maybe people are like, oh my God, rankings are just nonsense. Like, who cares about it? I'm like, I think more of when I wanted this to become a career of mine, what mattered the most? And rankings is a very valuable thing that you can sell to a sponsor.
I disagree with that, but we'll get back to it.
Okay. Well, I agree with everything he just said, and I also think it's important because, like, if you're gonna play at a competitive level, you should always have something to strive for. I feel like increasing your rank is definitely one of the things that helps incentivize players to continue to get better, and it just looks so much better on a resume as it's like, oh yeah, I beat MK Leo, freaking awesome, or I beat the #1 ranked player in the world for 6 years in a row, MK Leo. I don't know. I think that just sounds a whole hell of a lot better, and it's important.
For me, like from my experience, getting ranked like helped me play Smash as a job. Like as soon as I got ranked, it like kind of changed everything. So from that line of thinking, I agree for sure because I mean that's a big goal to be able to do what you love for a living, and the rankings helped with that for sure. But there's also the line of thinking of like, oh, like just a number, you're trying to improve, the whole wholesome mindset, like. And I'm also a big fan of that. Like, a lot of the times I don't pay that much attention to it, and when I do, I feel like I'm doing too much and I could be focusing on something else. But, so like, it's like, that's why I'm going with agree. I would like just 100% be in strongly agree like Void, but there's also like, if you can afford it financially to just like ignore it and focusing on improving, then that's perfectly fine too. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
If there was a middle of the road answer here, I would definitely go there because, I mean, what you guys are saying, there are rankings that are good. It's nice to have like a tangible way to be like, oh, like this is where I, compare against the rest of the people who play this game, right? But my problem with rankings as a whole is that it's all kind of subjective. You know? It all is just like, that you don't know, like if I perform badly, but I like that one time, but I beat the top player this time, like it's hard. It's just some like probably some AI or robot that's just like weighing these pros and cons of your ranking. So like it's hard to take that seriously for me personally. That's why I don't really trust or rely on rankings in that way. And you said that like it helps with getting sponsors and stuff, and I think it does help to like again put like a number as to how good you are per se. But like a lot of other fighting game communities don't just do rankings.
Yeah,
there's also other ways.
And they have sponsors.
I think there are other ways to advertise yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's the end all be all.
Back in my day, it was one of the better ways.
Yeah. I could also just be like, hey, look, sponsor, Evo #1.
Peep.
Right?
Very
just
general.
the trophy.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of stuff to do.
I agree with you with that. And like, I think rankings also end up demoralizing a lot of players.
Yeah.
People like, you tie all of your self-worth to just what number you are.
What's wrong with that?
Compared to, dude.
No, if you're too mentally weak that your placing on a ranking literally defines how you think of yourself, that's pretty pathetic in my opinion.
That's how a lot of people are. And I agree.
Grandmaster
I don't know if
One.
pathetic is the word I would use.
My final
Not
thing.
eternity, man.
I'm just very brutally honest in my opinion.
My final thing is that I come from like a sports background, and sometimes the rankings give me the vibe of like, okay, like imagine the Boston Celtics win the championship that year, and then afterwards there's a ranking where like a season or a team that performed better in the regular season is ranked higher than the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Like sometimes Smash rankings are definitely like that, where the ranking.
I know where this is coming from.
Yeah, the ranking is like worth more than like the
Winning.
first place. But when I'm physically at the tournament, the first place feels so much more, important and like worthwhile. But then like the numbers come out afterwards, and it's like I look and I'm like, why do I have these trophies?
I agree that you should have been ranked over Hurt last season. For the record, I agree with you.
But like it's just, I guess it's a sports background, but like it's just like that's the comparison I make. Like imagine winning the championship and then afterwards like the team that like didn't win but had a better like statistical regular season was like above you, but like they don't have a trophy to show for it. Like
As a last little aside, I also think it's great for people just getting into Smash or just anything
Yeah.
with a ranking.
Yeah, like it's just a compilation of like faces, names.
Who is the highest ranked
Yeah.
Zerasu?
Who's
right?
yeah.
Who is the highest
Who's the best
ranked?
player in the world? Who's
Yeah.
the best, Diddy Kong in the world? Who's the best player in X state?
Yeah,
You know,
that
stuff
stuff's really cool.
like that. Yeah.
I have faith in Nintendo to make the next Smash game amazing.
I only kind of disagree.
I'll stand my ground.
Damn.
Once again,
I know you're gonna call me a shill
Yep.
for the big end, okay? But hear me out, okay?
how much did one day?
I feel like Ultimate was a huge step in the right direction from as competitive as we're gonna get. We're never getting Melee 2.0. Let it go, people, it's not happening. But I think when you look at the investment that Nintendo was willing to make before certain idiots ruined it, they clearly think a competitive scene could be viable, which means the next game could cater more to implementing some of those things that you can still enjoy on a competitive and casual level, and maybe it's followed up with some actual support. And why would they want to support a game that they don't believe in? They're gonna give us something great with Smash 6. I know it.
I think so too. I mean, overall, I think the vision is always great. I think Ultimate is great. I loved a lot of the changes, like running tilts and like just like some of the things like that are like really amazing.
Can you just talk about how much you hated the game for the last 5 years?
I mean, at its core, I think it's great, but I actually think like the thing I'm scared of, I'm not in strongly agree because I'm always scared of them like once again like just dipping at a certain point where like is a core point for them not to do that, or you never know. They also really like to have surprises and like surpass themselves. So that's why like sometimes they'll ditch a mechanic that we really liked just because they want to do something new, and that's just like kind of the culture with making those games. But I also think the Smash community does a worse job of making the game competitive than Nintendo. This might be a hot take, but I actually think like the stage lists and the rules and like just general like thoughts and opinions, I think those are all worse than like the game Nintendo made. Like I like Nintendo more than the Smash community, like in terms of like the product.
Preach!
But
I'm gonna go with that.
yeah, I don't know how else to say it. Hopefully that makes sense. But I think, I mean, I love new stuff. I love new characters. Like I'm a fan. Like I like Nintendo. Like I think they're gonna add new stuff and it's gonna be fun, and I would love it sooner than later just as a fan.
So when I talk about if Smash is a good game or not, I try to look at the whole thing and not just the competitive aspect,
Yeah.
which I feel like you guys are kind of doing a lot. No offense.
That's fair.
But like, I feel like with Smash Ultimate and Smash 4, I think they totally missed the mark on like single player content.
Yes.
And like,
Hard agree.
like it's, if you don't have people to play that game with or you don't have online, Smash Ultimate is a doo-doo game, in my humble opinion. Same with Smash 4. So, like if they're, it's like the last two games, they absolutely missed on that front. I kind of just don't expect it to get any better within the next game.
To agree with you, I was having a conversation like recently with someone. They were like, because like the whole like Smash Ultimate's a party game. They were like, honestly, I don't think it's like a good option for a party game anymore.
That's all it
Like,
is.
there's probably a
Wow.
lot of better.
Yeah.
Like based like to agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like if you like think of Ultimate and stuff, they're like, I don't think people are gonna set up Smash Ultimate and all this stuff to play it as a party game. I think they would play like a lot of other things before that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
And
do
I was
my-
thinking about that. I'm like, you're right. What is it good for?
It's. I'm gonna boot up my third file of the Spirit Adventure mode.
Yeah,
for sure.
Set up all the controllers and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And like I don't know if they're gonna do that. Like they would probably just play Mario
Dude,
Kart.
oh, actually, you know what? Another thing that I'm kind of not expecting is, I don't think they're gonna allow GameCube controller for the next game.
Wait,
Ooh,
no.
That could happen.
Then,
I'm
then I
like-
actually have to quit.
Yeah, dude. I honestly think that's a possibility too. But the only reason I don't strongly disagree is because I know when I boot up that game, I'm gonna feel like a kid on Christmas again.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be all these new characters and all these new things, and I'm going to have an absolute
It got you
blast.
for at least a couple years.
But
bro.
yeah, for the first 2-3 years,
Yeah.
it's gonna be
magical.
it's gonna be lit.
I think it'll be lit. I just don't have faith in it being like something I'd consider a great game.
Yeah.
Like again, the single player sucks. I personally don't agree on the party game front, but I've been at parties where it is set up, but
Okay.
usually I have to set it up because it is a lot of hassle.
Yeah.
But people are like, yeah, let's play Smash.
Okay.
And they're like, okay, how do you do this?
I mean, I'm glad you're
Joy-Cons.
saying that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're
Yeah.
saying that.
and
yeah.
it's even like as of last year, like it's still a thing.
Okay.
Just there is other options. But yeah, no. I think the things that I would like to see in like a Smash game, I'm not even looking for like Melee 2.0, but like for example, you guys know this at the demo of this game, shield dropping was a thing.
I didn't
And
know
only
that.
2 or 3 people in all of Smash 4 really shield dropped.
Yeah.
So I told them, Nintendo, that shield dropping was a thing. And guess what's not in the main game? So I actually have faith that they are going to make the game worse, in my opinion, on the things that I want to see in the platform fighter.
Dude's an agent.
Though I think it'll still be a great
made the game worse.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be
That story-
enjoyable.
that story gives me so much
Yeah.
pain.
But like if the single player gets worse and they're just like making, in my opinion, more of like the competitive or skill expression things worse, then I just don't think I will enjoy it past the bare bones, which that to me, there's so many games out there that I can do that with.
Yeah.
Smash to me is not a game like that.
It's a
and that
big
is the
question mark,
trajectory.
man. Like, what it's even gonna be, but that's a different.
So that was Smash Ultimate Spectrum with the LG boys. I hope you guys had a great time, either, I mean, figuring out what we thought or figuring out what you thought. If you want to like, comment about your thoughts in general, maybe subscribe to the channel, see more things from us, and even some of the other LG players. Catch you guys next time.
Have a good one.